Telling you about some breaking news, an Amber Alert involving an infant. On the phone right now, we have Officer Ian Durkee from the Mill Creek Police Department. Officer, what can you tell us about what we know?
Well, we're looking for, as obviously, newborn child that was born this morning here in Mill Creek at about 6:30 this morning. And the child was having respiratory difficulties earlier this morning, and an aid car was called to bring the child to a hospital, but the mother decided to try to transport the child to the hospital herself. To our knowledge, she never arrived at any local hospitals, either here in Snohomish County or in King County, and so we have some considerable concern for the safety of the child. We're concerned that the mother is not seeking proper care for the child and that the child could be in medical danger, so that's why we're trying to locate both mother and child.
Officer, is there more to the story here? Because why would a mother of a newborn baby not rush right to the hospital if she's trying to get help for her baby?
Well, that's what we're trying to figure out, is why she wouldn't have gone to the hospital. Obviously, she knew that there was help needed for her child, and we're trying to understand, figure out why she wouldn't have gone to the hospital that she said that she was going to.
We're looking at a photo of her now. Once again, this is Jamie Martini, 20-year-old mom, gave birth this morning, has not been seen since, was supposed to be taking her newborn to the hospital. How serious are the medical conditions facing this newborn right now, officer?
Well, the medical call that came in to aid crews this morning around 6:30 was that the child was having difficulty breathing after a home birth. It was gray in color, weak, not alert. So, I mean, obviously, that's some considerable concern for a newborn.
And we understand that Martini has not been in contact with her family. Have they been able to tell you anything that can help as far as where she might be now?
Well, we haven't gotten a lot of information from her family. There has been some information that she has had some contact with family. We haven't been able to verify that. We haven't been able to get in contact with her to verify where she is. We're not getting the cooperation that we'd like at this point from family. If they have indeed had contact with her, they're not allowing us to, or giving us information that we need to be able to talk to her and verify whether she and the child are okay.
Do we know if we have a vehicle that people should be out on the lookout for? We've shown that the DOT cameras throughout the area now have the Amber Alert. Is there some car that maybe drivers should be looking out for as well?
We don't know whether she's associated with any particular vehicle. The information that we got this morning was that an aunt possibly brought her to the hospital, and so she's no longer with that vehicle, and we don't know what vehicle she might be in. The best information we have is that recent photograph of her, and that's a fairly accurate photo from what we understand. That her hair is a little bit straighter than it is shown in that picture.
Officer, give us the timeline once again, if you could. What time was the delivery, and then what time did she go to the hospital, and when was the last time she was seen by family members?
Well, the last time the birth happened around 6:30 this morning, and we got a call from a concerned midwife at around 9:30 this morning, saying that she hadn't shown up at the hospital that she said she was going to, and that's when we sort of began our search of local hospitals and trying to get in touch with family and locate her. So it's been about since 6:30 this morning.
So the hospital had been notified by somebody in that family. They were expecting her.
No, we don't believe that any hospital was notified particularly, because they had set out for a hospital, changed their mind about which hospital due to traffic, and then that they had never showed up at the hospital.
Gotcha. So it was the midwife at the house who delivered the baby who had called at 9:30.
Right, and also had called at 6:30 as well, because she was concerned for the child.
But again, for our viewers that are just tuning in, there is an infant that was born this morning with serious medical conditions. So that, of course, is a concern as we're nearing 5 p.m. Officer, we're concerned about the condition of this child.
Right.
Is there any reason to believe that the mom, Jamie, was in any medical condition that could put her at risk?
We don't know for sure if there was anything going on medically with her. There's there's just nothing to confirm that right now. Primarily, we're concerned with the condition of the child. We don't have any information that the mother is in any sort of medical danger. Our primary concern is for the child, and our concern is that the mother is not seeking the care that her child needs. And until we can verify that the child has gotten the care that it needs, we need to do what we can to try to find her and help her.
All right, once again,